Alright folks, what's the crack? And in today's emblem we have got the best in the world, CM Punk, damn right. And if you happen to have the fist with the lightning bolt from the black market, this emblem just got a whole lot easier for you, because you can just use that straight off. I haven't got that, I'm presuming a lot of you haven't got that, so we're going to have to make that in this emblem. So here we go, straight into it. Just get yourself a nice simple white background first of all, and we're going to get two black lines, obviously one for the top, one for the bottom, and just make sure that they're straight. I know that sounds kind of simple, but just make sure that they're straight, and also that they take up as much space as the other one. Make sure that they're both equally spaced, so that the top and bottom don't take up one more than the other. Okay, so we're going to move this down to layer 3, the fist. We're going to make this nice red fist. Move to layer 3 and get rid of those little triangles that come up at the bottom of it. Use the fixed scale, make it a bit wider and make it a bit taller. Okay, so now we're going to fill it in. We're going to use to fill it in. We're going to use these ovals in various shapes and sizes and different objects. So grab yourself ovals and tubes and lines and all sorts, and move this one down to layer 4 to fill in the actual fist part itself. And anything else that you need to do, use little lines, any kind of shapes that you need to fill in little things with, no problem. All we're looking for here is a full red fist. So go ahead, fill in those remaining spots. It won't take it too long. And once we've done that, we're going to actually fill in the fist itself. So we're going to get yourself this tube shape and make this nice and small, nice and fat, and that's going to stick right into the fist. Don't matter if it looks all straight, we're going to finish that at the end. Don't worry about that. That's going to sit right in on top of our fist for the background of the actual kind of X, the cross on his fist. So here we go. Into the next layer, we're going to get this scribble, or a scratch, it's called a scribble. Make this object nice and thin, as you can see me doing here. And we're going to copy and paste this a lot of times. If you need to move this back to kind of get it in between the red and the black layers, go ahead and move that down a few layers, no problem. I think it's layer 5, yeah. Move it in, copy and paste it, leave a few gaps here and there. Don't have it all one on top of the other. See them, there's a kind of little gap, just tiny gaps of different sizes. Use a few of these, and when you get to the top of the white half tube, get 2 across the bottom, and that's going to link up those scribbles, which are kind of white half tube background for the X. And here's the X itself. So get your curved line. This kind of gets a bit tricky with the fixed scale. It kind of goes off in its weird own little kind of angle. So mess around with it for a little bit. You'll finally get a nice one. And as you'll see here now in a second, it's going to have a little bit of a fatter top on the right hand side than the left hand side. So just doesn't really make too much of a difference. Just make sure that you have it at the right angle. Copy and paste it. Bang it in. It's as simple as that. And now you have your actual fist with the X. If you have that black market emblem, none of this is really necessary to you. You can just use that fist straight off the bat. You don't even have to make this lightning, which is probably the toughest part. So we're going to go in and get this arc object to make the bolts. And we're going to use a few of these because I tried so many different ways, like with the fixed scale, trying to make it fatter, wider, longer, and it just wouldn't go for me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this arc 4 times on each one. Don't forget to flip it on the left hand side of the fist, because that's very important. It's going to throw your emblem off balance completely. There you see I'm flipping it around now. Also make sure that the bolt actually lines up with the bolt on the other side, so that's actually going through straight and not at an angle, coming out one side at the wrong angle than the other. So just again, make sure, copy and paste it 4 times, as many as you need to think that you think it's fat enough, and use various objects to cover in that excess that those bolts leave over on the edges of the fist itself. I'm going to use triangles and little half circles and all sorts of stuff. Okay, so the meat and potatoes of the emblem is actually done now. You've done the fist. Now you can just use the splatter, make it nice and big, nice and long, whatever way you want to use it, and bang these in all over the shop. As you can see me, I'm going to just don't make too many of them. You don't want to saturate the emblem when these things. Just make sure that they're there, you know what I mean? And because they really add effect, a lot of effect to them. You don't want straight black lines coming across the bottom here. Okay, so as you could probably notice, that black line where it meets the white isn't straight on the emblem. It's all crooked and curved and all sorts of shit. So we're going to get that scribble and just make it nice and long, really thin, and that goes right up on top above the fist. And for the bottom of the fist, we can't put it across the bottom of the fist, so we're going to use 2 of these scribbles, one to the left, one to the right. Simple as that. Really sets the emblem off. It's not straight lines. There's no real straight lines on it. It's like the NWO again. It's like AJ Styles. Like that way, there's no straight lines. Okay, so there's again, Treyarch haven't given us a 6-pointed star. They're little fuckers. So what we're going to have to do is a little trick here. We're going to have to get this sheriff badge. Get yourself 4 of them. And here's your little trick now. You're going to get this kind of circle outline. I think it's called a circle outline or a ring. Just beside the circle there. There it is. Circle outline. Man, I'm going to turn it blue for you so you can see. And we're going to just spend some time on this first circle that you do, and just make sure that you get it as small as you can to cut off those little circular dots on the top of each of those points. And the more you spend time on this, it's going to be easier just for each one. You're going to copy paste these across, and that's going to give you, it looks more like a Jewish star, but hey, it looks like the Chicago one, so it's a bit rounded on the point, but it doesn't matter. And if anyone called you on that, they can go fuck themselves. So there you go. There's another handy trick for you for getting those stars in, those 6-pointer stars, because the 5-pointer stars just do not work as well at all. Add in any other effects. As you can see, I'm going to fill in the effects, these nice long splats on the fist, just to kind of make, as like I said, there's no straight lines on this emblem. And on the actual bolt itself, we're going to use these scribbles again, really small, and just fit them in on the bolt to kind of give it that grainy, scratchy kind of effect. Save it up. There you go. Get yourself a nice call sign. And I hope you enjoyed, lads. Thank you for watching, you absolute legend. Hope you enjoyed, hope you find it useful. There you go, we've used all the layers in this. Hope you enjoyed, folks. Take it easy.